Ah, Tuesday, August 25th, 2026, and we're going to talk about, once again, the perverts of the Democrat Party. Let's go.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule cause you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, cause I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast, and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts, and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring, and George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
You're watching the MC Too Tall Show. I, of course, am your hawker face and sexy host that is never gross, MC Too Tall. Now, we're going to excuse me one moment. All right, now that I handled that, we're going to talk about the worst of the worst. I ran down the list of perverts in the Democrat Party, all the characters that had to stop a campaign, leave office altogether because of some sort of sexual misconduct, some sort of sexual deviance or perversion, one way or another. But I picked the worst of the worst, and it's these three characters right here. And among these three, it's not Andrew Cuomo, it's not Eric Swalwell or Graham Plattner, it's not even Jim McGreevey. And I will get to these three characters that I have mentioned before, but I think you'll agree with me they're the worst of the worst. And before I get to that, let me give you this message. Friends, if you caught a former friend washing his feet or picking his feet at the cafe and you outed him, and he wants to retaliate against you by launching a drone attack against you, you want to be prepared. You're going to want to get the A3 drone detector by Zaruba. And you could check out the A3 and other fine products by Zaruba by going to their website, Zaruba.tech. That's Zaruba.tech, and you could tell them MC Too Tall sent you. Now, let's talk about these three. Yes, Chad Allen Carr, Anthony Weiner, and Stacey Marie Loughton. Don't let that female name fool you. All three persons I mentioned are guys. Disgusting, sweaty, droopy ball sack having guys. And they love the children, all three. All three. Chad Allen Carr, this is why I say he's among the worst of the worst. Chad Allen Carr, former mayor of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Yes, the historic Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. 7 years ago. And all that happy, dappy stuff there. And he ruined it. He ruined the reputation of the town of Gettysburg, PA, because he collected child pornography, including some of which he requested directly from adolescent boys. At least one who stepped up and was bold enough to alert the authorities. Chad Allen Carr got arrested. He's a sex offender. Now, let's move on. The famous story of Anthony Weiner. At first, he was sending inappropriate pictures of himself to women behind his wife's back because he's a cheating asshole. Most Democrats are. The bitch I zapped earlier in this video is a cheating asshole. And you figure, okay, that's going to be a skeleton that he didn't want dancing around outside his closet. But it gets even worse. Okay, he resigns from Congress due to that controversy. But then he gets arrested for sending pictures of his wiener to a 15-year-old girl. I think I may have said in previous reports, it's a 14-year-old girl. Doesn't even make a difference. What if that girl was 16? Does it even make a difference? It's still sleazy and disgusting. Matter of fact, you're sending a dick pic to anybody out of nowhere, unsolicited dick pics. You know, I ought to make a face group out of that. Victims of unsolicited dick pics. That would make a great Facebook group page. So, 15 years old, he sends his dick to her through text messaging. And of course, he gets caught out there. He gets arrested. Does all kinds of fines, community service, actual jail time. And for the remainder of his years, he has to register and re-register and re-register. Every time he moves, he has to alert people that he is a registered sex offender. Tell me again that Trump's a pervert? Tell me again that Trump's a pedo? Trump's not the registered sex offender here. The Democrat congressman is a registered sex offender. But wait, it gets worse. There's this bro that was elected to Congress. I believe might have been Delaware or Rhode Island, one of the two. Gets elected to Congress. And bro is so happy with himself because he dresses as a lady with his male pattern baldness, his Ben Franklin looking cranium there. And he's so proud of himself because he is the first trans woman in Congress or elected to a public office ever. This predates Sarah McBride. So, and bro's name is Stacey Marie Loughton. They don't say what the male name is of this person. And yeah, let me tell you about this bro, this cross-dressing bro that claims it's a woman. Another kitty porn collector. Videos of children being abused and tortured and forced into sex acts. He's a sadist, I tell you. Bro is a sadist. And he sits in jail as we speak. Jail, jail, jail. Crime runs rampant because of the Democrats, and oftentimes it's the actual Democrats committing the actual crimes. So many levels of hell where belong the left. Exhibit A, B, and C right there. And if you attempt to debunk this, there's Exhibit A, B, and C. UNT. And you nitwit troll. So A, B, and C, UNT. And that's what we have going on right here. I mean, You could say, oh, that's old news, that's old news, that's old news. Okay, give me the new news. Tell me all this inside information you have about Donald Trump being a pedo. The only connection between him and Epstein is they competed over some real estate, and Donald Trump kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago for being a creep. Donald Trump never went to Epstein Island, or Little St. James as the island's called. He never went there. Okay? Okay? Bill Clinton went there. Larry Summers went there. A lot of people went there. Hakeem Jeffries went to Jeffrey Epstein hat in hand asking for money post 2008 after he was already convicted of child sex crimes. But you don't want to talk about that. You want to just take some name calling and run with that. How about sticking to the facts? Donald Trump is not a pedo. George Floyd ate meth, and that's what caused his death. And here are 3 Democrats who are actual pedos, with arrest records to show for it. One of whom is a registered sex offender for the rest of his life. He is such a friggin' pervert, he can't even talk straight. Fucking sinners, all of them. Respect God, watch out for the Illuminati. Don't be gross, stay strong, and keep kicking that slang. I'm MC Too Tall. Remember that name.